Hi boys and girls, I'm Ellis with the Grand Junction Fire Department, and today we're going to read Fireman Small by Wong Herbert Yi. We're going to read this and learn a little bit about what firefighters do, and I think you'll find that we at the Grand Junction Fire Department do a lot of things like Fireman Small. In the middle of town where the building stands tall, there lives a little man named Fireman Small. The only firefighter this side of the bay, Fireman Small works night and day. Our crews at Grand Junction Fire Department go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, about the same time that you get to school. They work all day and all night, just like Fireman Small, and then they go home at 8 o'clock the next morning. Sometimes they get to sleep, and sometimes when they're very, very busy, they don't get to sleep at all. He pulls the truck into station number 9. He walks up the stairs one step at a time. He closes the curtains and he gets into bed and he pulls up the covers right over his head. This is just like our fire stations. We live at the fire stations for 24 hours. That's a whole day. We have kitchens, bathrooms, and bedrooms, just like you do at home. And that's why we call it the firehouse. Yeah! Ring-a-ling-ding, sounds the alarm. There's a cat up a tree at Farmer Pig's farm. Quickly out of bed he scoots, he jumps into his pants and his boots. Ready to go, he slides down the pole and puts on his helmet and coat below. Sirens sound, lights flashing round, Fireman Small races through town. We also respond to calls at day and at night. It doesn't matter if we're eating breakfast, taking a shower, or if we're fast asleep. We have to drop whatever we're doing in a hurry to get to the fire engine or the ambulance, and we're supposed to get out the door in under 1 minute. In the magnolia, squeals Farmer Pig. Tiny cat is clinging to a twig. Neighbors rush to see what's the matter, and Fireman Small springs right up the ladder. But the bough breaks, and the tiny cat falls into the arms of Fireman Small. Pig and neighbors all shout, "Hooray!" Can you guys shout, "Hooray!" Fireman Small puts the ladder away. Our firefighters don't respond to cats stuck in trees. In real life, cats tend to come down on their own. And sometimes if a firefighter does try to get the cat out of the tree, it just gets scared and climbs up higher. He pulls back into station number 9. He walks up the stairs one step at a time. He closes the curtains and he gets into bed and he pulls up the covers right over his head. At Grand Junction Fire, we don't really get to sleep during the daytime. After we do all of our chores, our firefighter homework, and we've responded to calls in the daytime, then we get to go to sleep, but sometimes we don't get to sleep very long before we get woken up again to answer another call. Let's see what happens to Firefighter Small. Cling-a-clang-clang, rings the bell. The little bunny has fallen down the well. Quickly out of bed he scoots, he jumps into his pants and his boots. Ready to go, he slides down the pole, and he puts on his helmet and his coat below. Sirens blare, red lights glare, Fireman Small has no time to spare. "Come quick!" Mother Rabbit cries, holding back the tears in her eyes. Fireman Small peers in the well and climbs down to where the little bunny fell. He finds the little bunny asleep on the ground and brings her back up, all safe and sound. Mother Rabbit shouts, "Hooray!" Fireman Small drives back to the bay. Just like Fireman Small, we use ropes and other special equipment to help rescue people. Around our home, there are lots of places to hike and ride bikes that can also be really dangerous if you're not careful. Our firefighters are trained to find people that need help and carry them out to safety. He pulls into station number 9. He walks upstairs one step at a time. He closes the curtains and gets into bed, and he pulls up the covers right over his head. Jing-a-ling-jing, the telephone rings. "The bakery's on fire. I can't see a thing." Quickly out of bed he scoots, he jumps into his pants and his boots. Ready to go, he slides down the pole and he puts on his helmet and coat below. Sirens cry, lights flashing by, and Fireman Small sees smoke in the sky. You can see Fireman Small putting on his special clothes before getting in the fire truck. Our special clothes have a lot of important jobs for us. They protect us from heat while we're fighting fires, but they also have reflectors on them, a lot like your bike, so that people driving by at night can see us, and that helps keep us safe. He hops down from behind the wheel, he jerks the fire hose right off the reel. He breaks out a window and knocks down the door, and he puts out a fire at Bakerman's store. The hippopotamus shouts, "Hooray!" Fireman Small has saved the day. He pulls back in to station number 9. He walks up the stairs one step at a time. He closes the curtains and gets into bed, and he pulls up the covers right over his head. Ding-a-dong-ding, the doorbell chimes. Who would be calling at 9:30? Fireman Small hurries downstairs and opens up the door to see who's there. It's his friend stopping by to say, "Thank you for all of your help today. Thank you for making everything all right. Now go to bed and turn out the light." Fireman Small waves goodbye. He climbs upstairs, rubbing his eyes. He stretches and yawns, and he crawls into bed, and he pulls up the covers right over his head. The Grand Junction Fire Department has a lot of visitors to our station. Sometimes people bring us treats or cookies or water for hot days, and we love having people at our stations. We even give tours sometimes. I hope you've enjoyed Fireman Small. I hope you've learned a little bit more about what firefighters do and all of the different tools we use. And I hope to see you soon. And remember, let's be careful out there.